Hey, what's up you guys? It's Chunky here, back with another video. So today I got jollibees for you guys. I've never had jollibees on my channel before, so this is a first. It's exciting for me because I did try to do this video once before and I tried to eat there at the place, but it didn't go so well. And Jollibee's is about, the closest one to me is about 20, almost 30 minutes away from me. So I did drive with the food back over here and it is still warm, surprisingly. So I really like to eat here in my house rather than eating in my car or eating there because it's just too much. It's just all too much. Believe me, I've been doing this for a while and it's just all too much. So yeah, let me get into this because I'm freaking hungry. I got one of these things. I'm not sure what it's called. I'm gonna put the name here. I'm gonna look it up and put the correct name here. I got, this is like a noodle concoction. Don't know, not sure what the heck it is, but it's some good. Okay. I got spaghetti. The spaghetti's bomb. I have tried Jollibee's before. I've never tried their burger, so I got a burger. I got some peach mango pie. I got some gravy, obviously, to dip the chicken in. They have fried chicken there. I got white rice and French fries come with the burger. Fried chicken, which oh my god, I don't know what to get into next. I don't know what to get into first. So, all right, so boom. I'm gonna get started as soon as I'm like eating because I'm gonna eat and talk. I'm gonna keep it old school, how I started this channel. Oh my god. Shoot, that's bomb. I don't know if it's because I'm hungry, but that gravy. The fried chicken is really good. It has a lot of flavor. I don't know if it's like regular fried chicken. That's the gravy. The gravy tastes you guys, the Jollibee's is so good. And you're supposed to dip your chicken in the gravy, or you could put gravy on your white rice. And so what you do is you get your white rice. And you get a little gravy. And then you bite some of your chicken. I how you're supposed to eat it. I don't know where I learned that from, but I kind of feel like that's how you're supposed to eat it. But it's really good. I kind of explained the fried chicken. I can't explain. I mean, it tastes like fried chicken, but it's a very mild chicken flavor. Like, it's not like, see, you're supposed to dip it like this. It's a very mild flavor. Gravy on my pants. Oh my god, you guys. I'm freaking grubbing. Okay, so boom. I was gonna start the story time, but I got caught up in the flavor because I haven't had Jollibee in a while. Dang, y'all, my mama just called while I was filming. She always calls while I'm filming, and everything's always important to her when it's really not that important. But anyways, so I haven't had Jollibees in a while, so okay. So, oh, let me have some of this. This is spaghetti and it has hot dogs in it. Okay, the spaghetti has hot dogs. It has a kind of spicy flavor. Not spicy. It's not spicy, but it has like almost like a paste pecani type of spicy, not like a spicy. And it's very sweet, but it has little hot dogs in it. Like, that's a hot dog. Now, I never ate hot dog in my spaghetti when I was a little girl. I know a lot of little ghetto kids did, because I hear a lot of people when they're eating Jollibee, oh, it reminds me of my childhood. I never ate that before. I ate a lot of stuff with hot dog in it, but not spaghetti. Just overall, like, bomb. It's good. Okay, so this girl hit me in my DMs, and she was like, and these are like glass noodles with flavor, with shrimp, with like some type of flavor, some meat, egg. That's how it looks. So she was like, I guess she hit me up for some advice before. And when it has peanuts on top. And I guess I didn't get back to her. You know, I get busy, my DMs get packed up. I get a lot of DMs. So, okay. So, boom, this is how her story goes. I'm gonna try to sum it up. She met her husband. She's married with him. This is how she met her husband. She met her husband at a gas station. Okay? And she was on her way to go clubbing with her friends, her girlfriends, and she had one gay guy friend that was in the car with her. I have to mention that he's gay, okay? Because I know it's kind of like, you know, things are, to say things nowadays, to say certain words is kind of like everybody's always going to get offended by something, you know? But the guy was gay. So this is how she met her husband. Before she goes to the club, they're going to go pump gas and get some money and cash or whatever. Gum and all that. So she's with her homegirls. She goes in the gas station. Well, she drives up to the gas station. She pulls up and she sees this fine ass. He was looking good, you know? Like, I guess he was going out with his homies too. And, she seen him. They locked eyes. She saw him, he saw her. He was like, She was like, And so they go into the gas station. They finally see each other in the gas. They meet up in the station, like where you get gum and you pay for the gas and all that. Anyways, she ends up paying first, and he ends up. Oh wow! Oh, here's my drink. He ends up. I got one of their famous drinks that they have there. This is the pineapple drink. So bomb. I already had one in the car on the way. Very light flavor. It's not too sweet. That's why I like it. I don't really like sweet drinks. Just like, it almost tastes like a agua de piña. For all my Mexicans, if you know what that is. So he sees her and he pays for her stuff. And she's like, okay, all right. Okay, daddy, you want to pay for my stuff? So he pays whatever what she's getting, and they kind of like hit it off from there. And he gives her his number. And crazy shit is that she gets back in the car, and all of a sudden her gay guy friend keeps acting some type of way. Like, he's acting weird. He's acting funny. He's being like, you know, an ass. And she's like, what the fuck is going on? So she said ever since that night, like, she started talking to her husband now. This is how she met him. After that day that she met him at the gas station, they started talking. The rest was history. They fell in love. Now they're married 7 years later. But from the beginning, this goes back to the story from the, you know, guy she had in the car, her homie. So her homie starts acting funny that night. That night they had a falling out because that fool was acting weird. So she goes ahead and she marries, you know, her husband. Then she says that after 7 years later, they have 2 kids, blah, 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 whatever. And she hadn't talked to her, but she was talking to that. She hadn't talked to that gay guy friend all those years that she was with this guy. And she never knew why. She never knew why he was acting funny. Come to find out, one day she was at work and she came home early. Y'all gonna know where this is heading, okay? She had to come home early because she was doing, I don't know, she had to come home early for something. She had to, and she says as soon as she gets into the house, she feels weird. And she's like, she said she don't know. She didn't understand. She knew there was a feeling. It's the burger and it has a pineapple in it. And bacon, pineapple and bacon. I've never tried the burgers before, so this is my first time trying this burger. Mmm. Bitch. So, she walks in the house. Mmm. The sweet. The sweet with the bacon. Good. I like it. You know what? The fries are cold, but they have flavor. They don't taste like McDonald's fries. It's just like... just a little bit better than McDonald's fries. So... she comes home, she comes in her house. She feels weird. She goes upstairs and she's like, she kind of hears something in the house and she's like, what is that? Like, she hears something. And so she goes in her room, nothing. She goes in her daughter's room, nothing. She goes to her son's room. And she said in her son's room, she finds her husband going down on her ex-best gay guy friend, okay? I was like, let me take a bite of my chicken because I was like, the audacity, the actual motherfucking audacity of her husband of 7 years and her ex-best friend. Like, are you kidding me? Like, did this, like, what I was thinking the whole time, okay, I'm gonna tell you what she did, but this is what I was thinking. Let me pause real quick. I was like, did your ex-best friend do this to you just to be an ass, just to like further fuck with you, just because he has maybe a grudge against you for some reason? Or something you probably didn't even know you did to the guy, because there's some people like that. Like, you don't even know what you do to people and they're just mad for no reason. Like, they're mad and you're like, what? That's why you were mad? Why didn't you just tell me? Like, I had no idea. So I'm like, did the best friend, well, the ex-best friend, which is a guy, do this to further mess with her? Or was it because maybe the guy had something with this guy, but the guy ended up, you know, maybe being on the down low, or maybe, you know, being bi, whatever the case is. He ended up, like, what was the situation? Like, what was really the situation? I should have asked her that, because I want to know, like, what was it? Was it that the guy, her husband, was already having relations with her best friend, and he just kind of like threw it off and was like, well, I like you better, like I'm gonna be with you, start a family with you, and then, you know what I mean, just kind of forget about, you know, me being with that, messing with that guy. Or did he never meet this guy, but this guy just creeped in somehow, you know? Who knows? I should have asked the girl. But what she said is that when she found them, she went ape ball, she went crazy, that she started beating up her husband, and she beat up that guy, fucked up her own house. Now, she went crazy, as she should. Honestly, as she should, because I would have done the same thing. I would have been And so she said after that, she kicked the husband out or whatever, as she should. Okay? And so I guess, like, you know, it happened so abruptly that her kids didn't know what happened. Like, how do you explain that to your kids? To have, like, her husband out of the house. She tried to kick him out. She tried to, like, go on with her life. But obviously, she still loved her husband. And not only that, the kids were making it hard. And this part I understand. Like, this part I get it. Because I've been through something similar. And it's like, when your kids are crying for their daddy, it's so hard, you know? It's really hard. It breaks your heart. You'll never know. Like, you could sit there and say, that's why everybody's situation is different. You never know people's situation. You could tell somebody, leave that guy, leave him, you know, like, he's no good or whatever. It's like, it's not that hard. It's not that easy when you are in a whole relationship, when you've been together with somebody for so long, when you have children with them. It's really, really hard to leave a person. It takes a long time. Honestly, it takes therapy. It takes, like, so much to leave a person that you've been with together when they hurt you, like, so abruptly like that. And it's like, what do you do? Like, we have joint accounts. We have joint payments. We pay for this house together. We pay for this car together. Like, what do we do? Like, it makes it so hard. Everything makes it so hard to leave a person, you know, especially when you're married or you've been together with somebody for a long time. I feel like if you've been together with someone more than 5 years, that's a whole marriage. Even if you're not exactly married, if you're married, it makes it even harder because you got to get a divorce. You have so many things put together. You have to split things and stuff like that. It just makes it so hard. So, you know, it really makes it hard. And I understand. Like, I understand where she's coming from. I understand in that sense where she, you know, because she did say that she ultimately, that, you know, she did let him back in the house after a long time. And that he lost his job. He lost his job because I asked her, why did you let him back? Like, he was broke. So she said that he was back in the house, but that he was sleeping in a separate room. And that they were, like, trying to work it out and stuff. And she said that he was broke. And I said, if he's broke, why do you have him back in your house, you know? And because I said, fuck that. Like, I know he's probably, you know, because I said, fuck that. Like, he's broke. Like, why do you have him in your house? Like, fuck that fool. And then she said that she made him lose his job because when everything went down, she called his job and told his uncle, like, he with his uncle. And she told his uncle what he did, and his uncle was not with that. So his uncle, like, cut him from his job. So, she made him lose his job, and she's like, it's my fault, blah, blah, blah. I go, no, it's not your fault. You were mad. Like, what he did to you was really fucked up. For him to do it in the house. Like, the audacity of him to do it in the house. Like, that's what I think. I'm just like, that is so disrespectful. Like, okay, if you're gonna go and do your thing and, you know, maybe you don't know about your sexuality or whatever. It happens sometimes, but I feel like it's fucked up for you to do that to a woman that thinks that you're her husband and you love her and you're all about her and you have other intentions with, you know, it doesn't even matter if it's the opposite sex. Like, with another person, it's so fucked up. Like, it's just so fucked up. I think it's really shocking when it is the opposite sex. I think it's really, really shocking and really fucked up. And it's like, oh my God, like, it's more shocking But regardless if it was with a woman or a man, it's a fucked up situation to actually be in your house and then your son's bedroom. Like, that is so disgusting. That is so horrible. That is so disrespectful. There is no coming back from that. There is no going back to normal after that. That is just so much. Like, if you really want to love that person, you're going to always have to remember that they're going to have that thing in them. They're going to have that in them for the opposite sex. You know what I mean? They're just, they are, you know? It's going to take, honestly, it's going to take therapy. It's going to take prayer. It's going to take a lot for you to just forget all that happened. Because that's crazy. I told her that, obviously I told her what I told you guys, like, I told her, just be careful, you know, I understand it's a sticky situation, like, I really don't know what to tell you to do after this, like, you know, because you have children, and she said that she really feels for her kids, because her kids were crying. This is my favorite thing from there. I think everything's so good, but I love this noodle plate. I'm gonna try one of these mango pies for you guys, and then I'm gonna let you guys go. But with that being said, I just want to tell that girl, I'm gonna pray for you. I'm gonna wish you the best. I'm gonna pray for you for the kids. You know what I mean? Because the kids are who suffer. Because they don't understand, and then how do you explain that? You know what I mean? How do you explain, like, what their daddy did? You don't want to. This is Filipino food. So this is almost like, you gotta picture, this is almost like a Filipino food for like a McDonald's. Like a McDonald's for Filipino food. But I think it's bomb. I think it's a lot better than McDonald's. It's not McDonald's. It's like a step up. These pies are really good. Not greasy. Sweet. The outside is just so like crunchy and like sugary and sweet. Not too sweet. But that story was just crazy. Like, that's just, I really want to like ask her a few more questions, but I was kind of talking to her back and forth, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna make the video and wait till I make the video to kind of like give her more advice. I really think at the end of the day, you guys just need to be, he just needs to be honest with you. And I think no matter what, he hurt you, and you are allowed to be hurt. And just let him know like how much he hurt you. And I mean, if you want to work it out, I would say get therapy. Get therapy and pray, a lot of prayer, because only God could get you through something like that. With that being said, I love you guys. Hope you love this mukbang. Stay chunky because chunky is beautiful, and I hope to upload more for you guys. Don't forget to subscribe and tell everybody that you know to watch, to get themselves a little chunky. Peace out.